Welcome to PVTV International. I'm going to present this week's editions of our news roundup. Cabinet News. Joint statement from the NUCC and NUG firmly reject the military council's offer to resolve political issues through political means, calling it a deceptive invitation meant to divide and weaken opposition forces. The statement, released by the Anti-Sham Election Committee, formed by the NUCC and NUG on October 1st, declared that the military council's offer to solve political problems through dialogue is merely a facade intended to dismantle resistant groups, including ethnic armed organizations and PDF, as well as to improve their image with international organizations. They asked resistant forces to remain vigilant, pointing out that previous military dictatorship had repeatedly used tactics like exchanging arms for peace or encouraging groups to abandon armed struggle in favor of participating within the legal framework. The military council's ongoing action, such as declaring resistant groups as terrorist organizations, bombing villages, burning down towns, and unlawfully arresting and killing civilians, show that the offer to resolve issue politically is unjustified and insincere. NLD Deputy Chairman Dr. Myint passes away at 73. Dr. Myint, Deputy Chairman of the National League for Democracy (NLD) and Chief Minister of Mandalay Region, passed away at the age of 73 on October 7, 2024 at Mandalay General Hospital due to leukemia. The NLD, along with Democratic Forces and the National Unity Government (NUG), expressed their deep condolence to his family in a commemorative letter. Dr. Myint had long been a prominent figure in Myanmar's fight for democracy. He was arrested multiple times by successive military dictators for his steadfast commitment to democratic values. Despite being diagnosed with leukemia, he was sentenced to prison after the unlawful military coup in 2021. As Mandalay Chief Minister during the NUG's first government term, he was recognized for his tireless dedication to improving the socio-economic conditions of the region. His loyalty to the people and his lifelong contribution to the democracy movement continue to serve as an enduring inspiration. Acting President Duwa Lashi offers condolence on the passing of Dr. Myint on October 7, 2024. Dr. Myint, Deputy Chairman of the National League for Democracy (NLD) and Chief Minister of Mandalay Region, passed away. In response, Duwa Lashi, the Acting President of the National Unity Government (NUG), sent a heartfelt message to condolence. Dr. Myint was a dedicated advocate for Myanmar's democracy, consistently working for the nation and its people. Despite years of imprisonment under military dictatorship, he never wavered in his commitment to resisting authoritarian rule. His life embodied a steadfast dedication to the historical responsibility of his time. The message highlighted that his death is a significant loss for both the country and its people. Prime Minister calls for enhanced focus on township administration amid revolutionary momentum. At a meeting of the Central Committee for Interim Local Public Administrations on October 4, Maung, Prime Minister of the National Unity Government, emphasized the importance of addressing key administrative issues within township. The Prime Minister expressed satisfaction with the revolutionary forces' potential to accelerate military efforts in 2024, noting that there are high expectations from the populace. He asked the forces to intensify their revolutionary campaigns and decisively combat the terrorist military group while also reinforcing the public administration mechanisms in place. Ministry of Natural Resources and Environmental Conservation. Prime Minister advocate for systematic review of resource management policies. During the Union-level Resource Management Committee meeting on October 2nd, Maung, Prime Minister of the National Unity Government, called for a thorough review of existing policies. He emphasized the need for more systematic and accountable approaches to be developed and implemented in a timely manner to enhance the effectiveness of resource management activity. In discussing resource management in the area under control during the revolution, the Prime Minister asked committee members to devise strategies tailored to the specific conditions of each region. The approach aimed to minimize resource losses and maintain proper order throughout the management process. Ministry of Foreign Affairs, UN Ambassador highlights humanitarian crisis in Myanmar amid ongoing violence. At the third committee meeting of the 79 United Nations General Assembly on October 4, Ambassador Moton, Myanmar permanent representative to the United Nations, reported the devastating consequences of the unjust military coup by the terrorist military council. Since the coup, over 5,700 individuals have been brutally killed, more than 3.4 million people have been displaced, and over 18.6 million are in urgent need of humanitarian assistance. The ambassador emphasized that more than half of those requiring aid are women and girls who are particularly vulnerable to unemployment, displacement, sexual violence, and rape. He highlighted the lack of basic services to prevent, respond to, and document violence against women, as well as the security risks, damage to infrastructures, and gender-based crime, including human trafficking, that continue to afflict the population. Ministry of Defense, major setbacks for military council forces. National Unity Government reports significant casualties in recent battle. On October 3rd, the Ministry of Defense of the National Unity Government announced that the People's Defense Force (PDF) and allied forces launched a successful attack on a column of 85 joint forces belonging to the terrorist military council. The joint forces, consisting of troops from LIB, Light Infantry Battalion 106, 309, 16, and LIB 229 under the Northwest Command, were led by Major Jordan, LIB 106, and were returning from a police outpost in Kuro Village, Budalin Township, Sagai Region, Maung District. During the encounter, the military council suffered the significant losses, with 33 personnel reported killed. Additionally, 43 members of the military council forces were captured, including 2 captains who surrendered. The PDF and joint forces also seized 56 weapons and ammunition during the operation. Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management. National Unity Government aids elderly and vulnerable on International Day of Older Persons. On October 3rd, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management of the National Unity Government announced the support for the elderly and vulnerable family members of individuals fleeing from the wars and flood conditions in Myanmar. In honor of the International Day of Older Persons observed on October 1st, the government provided food, medicines, and donations specifically aimed at assisting the elderly and those affected by recent floods. The ministry highlighted that, as a result of the military coup, the entire populations of Myanmar continue to endure daily human rights violations and significant social suffering. Ministry of Education. National Unity Government announces final basic education completion assessment. The Ministry of Education of the National Unity Government announced on October 5th that the 2024 Basic Education Completion Assessment, or System 10th grade, will be conducted for the last time in December 2024. Applications for the assessment can be submitted from October 4 to November 3rd, 2024 via the official website at https://mes.moeedu.org. Ministry of Human Rights. Aerial attack in Kawlin Township claims lives and causes extensive damage. The Ministry of Human Rights of the National Unity Government reported on October 3rd that the 7 individuals were killed and 5 others injured in an aerial attack by the terrorist military council on Okan Village, Kawlin Township, Sagai Region on September 30, 2024, around 12:20 p.m. The fatalities included 2 women, 5 men, while the injuries comprised 2 children and 3 women. 1 woman suffered severe injuries, necessitating the amputations of her right ankle. The airstrike also resulted in significant destructions, damaging public houses and destroying property worth over 3 billion kyats. This included 96 fuel tanks, 12 motorcycles, 3 oil trucks, 3 passenger cars, 6 generator dynamos from Twin Industry Workshop, a set of typing computer equipment, and various grocery stores. Military Affairs Summary for the first week of October 2024. During the first week of October 2024, the People's Defense Force (PDF) successfully attacked enemy lines, capturing 2 cities in Kachin State and engaging in significant skirmishes across multiple regions. The Argan Army also targeted the Western Command Center in An intensifying their offensive. In Bago Region's Tayawadi district, a 40-strong enemy column advancing towards Maung Dam was attacked by the PDF 3802 battalion, resulting in the deaths of 12 enemy soldiers and 14 serious injuries. In another operations, an 85 members of Condor column led by Major Jordan, LIB 106, returning from the Kudo village police outpost in Zagai region was ambushed by revolutionary forces including the PDF and Ige guerrilla forces. This assault resulted in 33 enemy fatalities, the captures of 34 prisoners of war, including 2 captains, and the accusations of 56 weapons. This marked the first successful column assault in the plains, showcasing the combined efforts of the PDF, People's Defense Team (PDT), and Local Defense Forces (LDF). Meanwhile, in Kayin State Mutro Pabon District, the Karen National Union (KNU) reported the deaths of 30 enemy officers, including 1 battalion commanders and 2 company commanders, during an attack on an enemy military column with 34 weapon seats. This coordinated assault has significantly disrupted the Condor supply routes and military operations, particularly in Zagai region. In Yimabin district, the military council airdropped ammunition and food, which were intercepted by the PDF Yimabin district strategy battalion, seizing 20 APG bombs and food supply. The Kachin Independence Army KIA and Kachin People's Defense Forces KBDF captured Chibwe and Solo, 2 towns held by the military councils allied New Democratic Army Kachin and D-K Border Guard Forces (BGF) on October 1st and 2nd, bringing the total number of towns captured by the KIA to 10, 9 in Kachin State and 1 in Northern Shan. As clashes escalate, heavy fighting continues between the Arakan Army and military council forces near the Northwest Command Center in Antau, further undermining the military council's military capabilities. Let's see what do we have for our weekly rounded news in coming weeks. Thanks for watching PVTV International.